everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun and today I am here to review Castlevania Season 4. Now this will be the final season of Castlevania. I believe the creators said they're working on a spin-off, but for reasons that I'm not quite sure of, maybe they just don't want to do it. I'm not sure, maybe probably someone will put in the comment section below. I got a pretty educated, subscriber base who know things that I don't know. So maybe you can explain it to me below why this is the last season. But this is the last season of Castlevania. And Season 3, I enjoyed. I believe I gave it a high score. But there was a lack of action in it. It was really just world building. Introducing new vampires, introducing new plots. You got Isaac off doing something. You got Trevor and Cypher out doing something. You got, Alucard in the castle by himself, miserable. You got the vampires, I always forget her name, Cassandra, I think, I always forget her name, but you got that going on. You got Hector being trapped by this trio of vampires. You got all these things going on. It's a lot of world building. You introduce Sandra Main, and Sandra Main's they introduced the corridor of infinite, the infinite corridor or whatever, which they introduced that Dracula's still alive in hell. They show hell, what hell looks like. One of the coolest versions of hell I've seen. There are all kinds of things. So they set up a lot of plates. And for the most part, they pay them off. And the things they don't pay off make logical sense. Because if you've ever played the Castlevania games, you know what the games are about. They're about Dracula coming back. Dracula dies, he comes back a couple hundred years later, then another Belmont has to fight him, he dies, come back another 100 years later, a Belmont has to fight him. Basically, it's like this never-ending circle. So you know he was going to come back because the entire season, basically the entirety of the season, was about people trying, this group of people, other vampires and other people trying to bring Dracula back. And Trevor, God damn it. And Trevor and Cypher are just going around looking to see what's going on. It starts off with them battling all these different people. And meanwhile, Alucard is starting to open up to people again. He's helping this village out who's under attack. You got the trio of vampires wondering if what they're finally kind of comes to the conclusion that maybe we're trying to do too much. Because at the end of the day, we were good as we were, and now we're trying to take over the world because of what? And they have their own thing going on. There's a lot of things they wrap up, and they wrap them all up in a pretty nice way. And the things they don't wrap up, it makes logical sense why they don't. They introduced new characters. They introduced the battles are awesome, especially the end battle when the whole thing for me was just waiting for the trio to get back together. And once they got back together, they kicked all kinds of ass. Those were the best action sequences. Was in episode 9. Was episode, I think, was it 8 or 9? I forgot if it was 9 or 10 episodes. It's been a little bit, I watched it so quickly. But the best parts is when those three are together. Those are the best action beats. But the world building's great. There was an unexpected thing that happened with Hector and Isaac. There was a great battle with that. There was an awesome battle with that, and there was a little bit more connection with many different characters. A character shows up in this that I did not expect because it's a character from the video game, but I did not expect to see them here, and it was kind of cool when they finally showed up near the tail end of it. And that's not much of a spoiler if you're a Castlevania fan that Dracula comes back in the end. And like I said, it sets up a lot of stuff. Near the end, it sets up a lot of stuff. There's amazing action. The animation has gotten cleaner. Actually, if that's even possible, it's gotten cleaner. And the way it looks is better. The way it looks has gotten cleaner. Overall, I'd say this is a great series finale. They answer every question you have. They don't waste any time. They get to the character beats. They get to where they want to get. And by the end of it, the ocean is open to so many of these characters. They can do whatever they want. Characters who started off one way are a bit different now. Now, sure, some of this stuff that happens could have been predictable. Could you have predicted that Trevor and Cypher would be in love and, maybe, would be in love and maybe have a child? Well, yes, because, the Belmont, if you read the books, if you played the games, the Belmont legacy lives on. So you knew eventually they were going to have a kid. Was it predictable that Alucard would, you know, find hope again in humanity, finally get out there and become a part of humanity? Yes, it was predictable, because you know they're not going to let him be that bad. You know he's going to come back from this. But otherwise, you know, was it predictable that Dracula was going to come back? Yes. But the extra stuff they added in, because that's basically what Castlevania is. In the games, it's simple. Dracula, you're a Belmont, I can't remember which one. You go, you kill Dracula, he's dead, he comes back a couple hundred years later, your great grandson has to kill him. That process is over and over again, till eventually, in one of those Castlevania games, if I don't remember off the top of my head, you know, he dies and comes back reincarnated as some other second being. But for the most part, it's pretty simple and straightforward. Where the Castlevania show does is fill in the blanks. What happened when Dracula died? There's other vampires out there in the world. What happened? What do those other vampires think? What are those other vampires doing? And you know, it has an interesting world, which is why I don't quite understand why this is the last season of Castlevania proper. I get if you want to do a spin-off series, but why is this the last Castlevania series? This is one of the best things on Netflix. One of the best, it's the hands down, outright, unquestionable best video game adaptation of all time to film. It's the best video game adaptation ever. It's even better than the video games because it adds way more context to the games. And on top of that, it's great animation, it's a great anime, great story, great action. It's damn near perfect, so I don't know why they're not doing more. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'd give Castlevania Season 4 a 10. Loved it. It was a breeze. Loved the character stuff. Loved the fights. Loved the action. Loved like all the characters. Loved the animation. I have really no complaints about this, man. Like, only thing I'm complaining about is why is this the last season? Because it felt like there was more to be done. Feels like there is more to be done. I want to see more of all these characters. Like, and I feel like that, because like I said, I heard they're doing a spin-off, or they're trying to do a spin-off, but I think they should just keep going with this, man. They got something good here. In my opinion, it's probably the best show on Netflix currently. Like, the best Netflix original going is this show, Castlevania. It's fantastic. So yeah, I'll give Castlevania season 4 10 out of 10. Like, that's some of the best things I saw. Like Castlevania, like it's probably the best animated thing I've seen. Like if I was to grade it on a curve, because even like last season, I gave a 9, but I gave season 2 a 10, I gave season 1 a 10, I give this season a 10. So, I mean, it's probably the best reviewed show I've ever, reviewed. I ain't never reviewed a show as high as I've reviewed this with. I love this show, man. I love it. I want more of it. Hopefully we can get more of it. I know they're working on many other different kinds of, video game adaptations that would fit well in the same art style and the same styling. So, it is what it is. I guess they're moving on to other video game adaptations, but I still love this one. Really do. Maybe they'll do like Devil May Cry or something like that. I think that could fit the same art style and artwork. Comment below, what video game do you want this team to tackle? Because I know they're tackling something else, and you probably may know in the comment section. But I think it'd be good if this team who did Castlevania tackled Devil May Cry, because I think that would work. I think that would really work. Or maybe even tackle Resident Evil while we're talking about it. But otherwise, I had a great time with this last season. Like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. Comment below, what was your favorite season of Castlevania? What was your favorite moment? And how do you feel about it? What would you give this series as a rating? I'd give this series like a 10, man. A 10. Thank you guys for coming to Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.